So thanks there to Betfair's Andrew Riddell speaking to Tim Peters. Lots to look forward to in the South African calendar all to come up. Now then, we're going to turn our attentions to the Breeders' Cup, 2 classic days of action, and I'm pleased to say one of the top North American jockeys and Hall of Famer is joining us live now. It is Mike Smith. Many thanks for joining us, Mike. And with the meeting just around the corner, do you still get that same buzz as you have all those years before?
Oh, always. And each day grows, as it gets closer. Right now it's still kind of calm, but starting tomorrow, everything will really speed up,
And how do you find working at the track? Because it's something in the UK that we don't have at our big meetings, and it's something I would love because we get to see it on the TV. You're at the track, and how do you find the kind of interest, the media, and just building up to the whole week?
Oh, it's been great, really good. I'm just got in town yesterday, so I'll go out in the morning. I got in late last night, so I haven't been out to the track yet. But I'm going out in the morning. I have to get on the horse I ride in the Breeders' Cup Sprint, actually, Zombie, tomorrow morning, so I'm sure I'll get to see everything, and there'll be all kinds of press around and a lot of excitement.
Yeah, there's lots of excitement indeed. Now, we're going to just talk about a few of your rides. You've mentioned Zombie. We'll talk about Zombie in a second, but Drosselmeyer, who is a former Belmont winner, of course, you rode him when he won that. Is he showing good signs for you heading into the Breeders' Cup?
They're really talking about him a lot. He broke his maiden year on this racetrack. He won his first race here on this racetrack by really easy, actually, and that's a good sign. Anytime a horse runs well over Churchill track, so they got to like it here. So, I finally get reunited with him. I've only ridden him once. That was in the Belmont. Wouldn't it be great to end his career in the Classic in a win,
Yeah, it would be. How good was he then? You rode him at the Belmont. You said that hopefully he's back to that. How good was he that day?
Oh, he was brilliant that day, and he came out of that race with a slight injury, which, kept him out from racing for a while after that, but taking him a bit to round back into form, but he seems to be there now. He's just coming out of a second place in the Group 1 last time out, and now he's back on his favorite track, and from what I hear and all the clockers are talking, that he's training lights out right now.
And how do you feel about the field for the Classic? What's your view on that, the opponents?
Well, I got to tell you, this year it's wide open. I mean, there's several in there that could win this, and I wouldn't be surprised not one bit. I mean, it really is. Even when, So You Think, of course, has never run on the dirt, but I mean, he could jump up and run huge. My horse, Uncle Mo's back in there, Game On Dude's back in, and there's several of them. So, I mean, it's a competitive race, but I mean, it's wide open.
And the fact is, I know you mentioned So You Think. Here in Europe, we know about him. He's quite a big horse, taking dirt for the first time. A horse that has travelled well in the UK. Would the dirt surface suit that kind of horse?
Well, the thing about the dirt here, though, it's the kickback. There's a lot of it, but it's not a strong kickback. It doesn't sting as much, so that should help him. But it does stick. It kind of a lot comes back. So it's just a matter of how he's going to take the dirt, for the first time in his face and see what happens. If he takes to it, takes the track, well, I mean, he's one to certainly reckon with.
And what do you make of Uncle Mo then? He's coming up in trip and with the 10 furlongs in mind. He has got a bit of a reputation here. What's his reputation like in the States?
He's a mile and a quarter too far from him. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. But that's a big question mark on him. But as far as his form, he's coming off his best race of the year, and he's training very well. So, and he loves this track too, as you saw last year in the juvenile, how he just annihilated the field. So, you certainly have to have concern for him too.
Well, I think, just speaking to you now, I think you've got a good chance, haven't you, with Drosselmeyer? You've got a chance in the race.
I really believe I do. I really believe I have a really good outside chance. I mean, he's going to sit the trip. He's going to be, sitting mid-pack. He makes a brilliant run, and he wants every bit of a mile and a quarter. As you well know, he won the Belmont at a mile and a half. So I mean, the distance is not going to be a question. He's on his home track, his favorite track. I think he could be the upsetter.
Another rides for you, Mike. You got Zombie, who's the 5-year-old. Now he's had a really good year, hasn't he?
Last time out, he won the Group 1 ancient title there in California, and he looks magnificent. I've never seen him look so good. So he's going in the race at tip-top form. I mean, Bill Sparrow's done a great job getting in there. He sits the trip very well, too. He's a stalking horse. He doesn't have to be on the lead, nor near it. Last time he came from about 7-8 out of it last time. But, he's going to sit a good trip. He should be sitting mid-pack, and he's got a tremendous turn of foot. So he's another one that I think I have a big chance with.
Brilliant stuff. That's Amber Zombie and Mr. Commons in the TVG mile. Now he's quite a tough horse, and he's been improving. He's not had the best of luck, has he? He's not had the best of trips in some of the races.
Especially his last two. He's just been a bit unlucky coming out of the stall. He's missed a break the last two times. He was getting in there and getting a little rambunctious in the gate, and it's cost him a couple of times. Since then, we've taken him back. We've done a lot of schooling with him. He's doing really good now. He's extremely talented 3-year-old. I think you're going to see a lot of this horse next year. Of course, we're going to race against some of the best. The great Gorkovas in there. I mean, comes back to form. Runs. Not necessarily comes back to form, but runs her race as she did last year. She's just going to be tough to beat. But, there's several others in there that are going to be real good. But this is a horse that if he gets just lucky one time, it wouldn't shock me one bit if you didn't see him right there. Okay, well, you've got some tremendous rides to look forward to. We wish you all the best of those, Mike. Well, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, and we can't let you go, though, without having to talk about Zenyatta. The mare, you had one of the best partnerships with her, and I know she had an absolutely monstrous following in America, but there were so many fans in the UK and so many emotions you must still have with Zenyatta and still remember her on the racetrack because she was brilliant.
Well, she certainly was, and the great thing about the whole thing is I get to see her tomorrow.
Oh, you are? Excellent.
I'm going to drive over there and just visit with her a little bit, talk about the Breeders' Cup. So it's going to be nice. She's around nice. I think she's 5 to 6 months pregnant now, so I'm looking forward to seeing her. I haven't seen her in a while, so get to visit with her and then get home back here early and get ready for opening Breeders' Cup Day, which is Friday.
How good was she? What was it? 13 Grade 1s. She was on 17 of her 20 wins. How good was she?
She belongs up there in the top 5 of all time. I mean, I really truly believe that. Not just because I rode her, but she was just tremendous. I think she showed how great she really was in defeat in her last race. And then all the ones that she won, I mean, she'd only win by a short margin because she'd only do what she has to do. I mean, she never really wanted to draw off. She just liked to get there right on time. And for her to drop as far back as she did, in last year's Classic, and to make up that kind of ground with that, that group of horses was, just tremendous horses. For her to do what she did and just come up a nose short was just amazing.
Was she a real personality when you saw her?
Oh, she was brilliant. She's just so fun to be around, and she could do all that and seem so aggressive. And then you get back to the barn, and she was as kind could be.
Well, you must have had some tremendous moments with Zenyatta, and she truly is history, and can't wait to see some of her offspring on the track. But you've had some great times in the Breeders' Cup, going back to '92. Lure gave you the first of 2 Breeders' Cup miles, and you've had success in the '90s since then, and all throughout the Cup and the World Championships.
Yeah, we've done well. I've won 13 of them. I need two to get the record. So I'm shooting for it this year. We'll see what happens.
And Mike, we had a glimpse of you in the UK. Is that something that's on the agenda maybe for the future once again?
Always. I just had a tremendous time there. I loved it. Hoping for an opportunity to go back next year. We'll see. I'm going to work hard at it.
Is there any particular meeting or track you'd like to be involved at?
Well, I mean, once you've got a taste of Royal Ascot, I mean, you certainly want to go back for it. So hopefully I'll have something heading that way. We'll see. Who knows? Even Mr. Commons might make it back there next year.
Well, we hope to see you here shortly, but we'll all be watching on the TV and listening here on Time from Radio, Mike, with you in action. And best of luck with some of your rides. Looking forward to seeing Drosselmeyer, and really wish you the best of luck, and thanks for your time this evening, Mike.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I enjoyed talking to you guys.
So thanks there to Mike Smith, taking a trip down memory lane to discuss